Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations with week 2, not week 2, I should say day 2, because this is week 1. We just did the cutting on Monday. Today is Wednesday, the 10th of June, and it's the Lone Star Liberty Quilt. This is your paperwork that you should have downloaded. Should look like that. You got 2 sheets. First, I want to let all the ladies know that all your packages have gone out. So I was told that at the latest it would be this Friday. The winner of the kit, I guess you won't be able to start these 2 days, Monday and Wednesday, but that's okay because you can catch up this weekend. And after we do Wednesdays, the 3rd one is next Monday. The 4th one is Friday, the same week, and then the following week we would do the assembly. Alrighty, so let's get started on these blocks. We're going to make one of each. The first one is called a half square triangle block. The other one is called the pinwheel block. Now, first off, everything is 1/4 of an inch. If you haven't cleaned your sewing machine, clean it up. Put yourself a brand new needle if you need, and get your thread, whatever color you want. I am using blue for the top, and I actually have white in the bottom. Most times I use a white or a see-through clear. And then press your seams whichever way you want. If you are used to opening them, then go ahead and open them. If you go to the right, go to the right. If you go to the left, that's fine also. Alrighty, so let's get started on the first one, our half square triangle. If you have never done this, let's learn how to do it today. Okay, I forgot to show you, this is what I do. I take out the fabric that's needed, and then I lay it on this little board right here. I have my other board with all of it off to the side just in case I didn't grab something. So the first thing that it says we're going to do, and we're just going to follow the directions. So if you've got your directions, go ahead and lay them out here. And we're going to take our 4 B's and 4 D's, the 4x4 squares, and we're going to create our half square triangles. We're a stickler about directions. This fabric actually has the seam going this direction. So if you do one like that and turn around and do one like that, you've got this one going up and down, if you look at it, and that's sideways. If you can't see it, don't worry about it, okay? I do not care about it. We're gonna take these, we're gonna put all the squares right sides together, and I'm going to use my white to mark on, and we're going to mark a diagonal line all the way across here. Let's do that. I'm gonna mark the back of 8 white or light or cream or whatever color you're using, which is our B. And then our C, which is, what is our C? Our C is this blue here. That blue. And then our D, which is the red gingham, whatever your D that you're using. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make all half square triangles, which is based on what we did earlier. So just do that first, and then we're going to set them all aside. Oops, I forgot. We need to downsize these. We always got to square them up, and they're going to be 3x3. So let me get my mat and my ruler. Okay, so the directions say to trim down to a 3x3 inch. This is a 4.5, and the thing that I do, move that aside, is I'm going to trim this side here and this side here. I put my line straight down the diagonal. Okay, so there's no measurement in here. All you're doing is trimming off each edge. And this is a spinning mat, so I do not have to pick up my fabric. Of course, I bumped it right off the bat. Kathy. All right, let's take that off and this off. And now we just need to take these 2 edges, and now we're going to measure it. So here's my 3 inch. So I'm going to come down to the corner here. So I put the point of the 3 here. I'm going to have to trim a little bit more on my left. And so this is a 3, and this is a 3, and I have to trim the right and the left off. So let's trim this first. then this. So we're going to trim that. I'm going to take it and we're going to trim it a little bit more. So we put it on here. It's on the, I'm matching up the 3 over here, going straight down the corner there. I just didn't get enough the last time. And I'm on my edge down here. Make sure. There we go. Like that. And I got a little smidgen here I did not get. And that's my 3-inch right there. So that's a 3-inch square. The blue, this one here, and the white one, which this is the C, and this is the B. This is your, excuse me, B, D, C. And this is a 3-inch square, so when you put it on top, you lose the one on the bottom that you just did. Alrighty, so now you know you got it the correct side. So just everybody do that. If you don't want to use this, I'm going to do it without that now, in case you don't have one. If you have a smaller square, for example, I have this little one here, that's 3.5. We can do it with it. Put it on there. I'm going down. All I did was put it at the 3.5 mark, just so I can take off a little bit to begin with. I always take off a little bit to begin with. So I'll take that off, and this off, and then turn it. And then the 3 on this ruler here, you got like a frost. That's where my 3 is at. This is the 3.5, and this is the 3 line. So put it on here. I'm going to go down to the frosted part, which is the 3. And then you take this off. And that off. And that's like stuck. There we go. Yeah. What the heck? Let's try it again. There we go. Operator error. There we go. And now we have another 3-inch. Bring back this so we can make sure that it's exactly 3. Put it over the top and it disappears. Okay? That's it. Go ahead and do all of yours, and then we'll come back and we'll set it up to... I woke up and smelled the coffee. Just teasing. Alrighty, so here we go. This is the way that it looks. And then here's these. And like I said, I'm going to do 1, 2, 1, 2. First, I'm going to go ahead and make a complete block here and do these. And then you guys, I'll show you the complete block first. We'll do that, and then you can finish up yourselves. So normally I'm a pinner, but I don't believe these need to be pinned. I've just got them laid out here. We're just doing the 1/4 inch. I hope my hands aren't in the way, but for some reason, when I get to the tail end of that thing, it wants to wiggle. I don't know why it wants to wiggle, but it does. All right, we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to take this off because I'm going to do just 1 square for you. Looks like before you put it together. So I took this and made it go to the left, and this one goes to the right, so that when I put them together, they can nestle. And that's what we want to do. Now, I will pin these. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to iron it. I'm doing the piece that's going to go between them. So you can see how that finishes off also. Now I flipped this upside down so that my blue thread would be on this red fabric. This is the way it's going to look. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew this strip onto these 2, and then I'll know which way to iron this. I'm going to go ahead and sew these 3 and these 3, and then I'll know how to do that. The other side on there. I'm going to iron it open. Now, keep sewing yours. So I did this one. You should do this one and do your middle. And now I went outward with those, inward with this. So we're going to attach this, and then we're going to attach the top one, and we'll have this block completely finished. There it is, all ironed, and pat yourself on the back. That is absolutely beautiful. Let's start on the next block. We're going to mark the back of 8 white or light or cream or whatever color you're using, which is our B, and then our C, which is, what is our C? Our C is this blue here. That blue. And then our D, which is the red gingham, whatever your D that you're using. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make all half square triangles, which is based on what we did earlier. So just do that first, and then we're going to set them all aside. Cut all your half square triangles, and you iron them. They look like that. And we're going to cut these down to 3-inch squares. Let's get a refresher course. I'm using the wheel here. Let's see if I can get you closer. I am using the 3.5-inch square that I have. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put this half right there, the seam. I call it a seam. It's the half the square. We're going to put it on. We're taking the least amount off that we can. Just like that. Spin this. I'm going to get it. I got to move it to get it into my thing here. Now, my 3-inch is right here, down and over. So this is where we put it in the corner right there. So we stick it in the corner, put our line up, right up that seam, and then we take that off. You rotate it without moving it if you can, and then take the top part off. And then we have a 3-inch square. We'll compare it with our 3-inch square here that I already have cut. Put it over the top. It disappears, which means we have a 3-inch square. And we're going to do that to all of them. So take your time, cut them all, and then we'll come back. The first set of squares like that. We're going to do the first row and then the second row. Let's sew that. That's the top row. There's the second row, or the bottom, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and iron them open so we can pin them and sew them together. Now it's time to put them together. Whoopsie doopsie. There we go. Be a little slow moving. Now we're going to iron this open. Now when you have all your squares done, what you're going to do to set it up, 2 blue on the left, then on the bottom, then to the right, and then across the top. We're going to put our single strips there. This one we made with the last block, and our single strip there. So we're going to sew this to this to this, this to this to this, and then we'll sew this row to this, and this to this row. Let's do that. Alrighty, here we go. With a marker to keep the tips from losing the tips. But all of these half square triangles, if you've done them correctly, I'm going to call it a top. I don't know what else to call it. Half square triangles. Oh lordy, I couldn't make them. They were the bane of my existence. I hated them. I loved looking at them. They were just as beautiful as they could be, but I could not figure out how to do it. I just couldn't get the grasp of it. And then I just kept practicing and practicing. I look back at some of my stuff and I laugh at the tips that were taken off. Just chopped off. Here's our bottom roll. I discovered there was a whole bunch of different ways to make half square triangles. Not only with the single squares, but where you could make 4 of them at a time or 8 at a time. I mean, it just was unbelievable. Then the paper part came in. We had the paper. Oh my gosh. Now those, if you can't do a half square triangle, those things are wonderful for all the beginners out there that want a perfect half square triangle. I love using those papers. Now I am putting the middle strip on the last row. And then we're going to put that strip down the middle on the top and the bottom row. And we're going to be finished. And I was looking at this earlier because I'm thinking, wait a minute, this is not a pinwheel, but it's a take on a pinwheel, which I kind of like. Now you're this far, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this to this, and then we'll do the top first. I just pinned my finger to the darn piece of fabric. It's like, what? I went to move my hand and my hand wouldn't move. I did my first finger right on the edge of my fingernail. I don't even know how the heck that happened. I didn't feel a thing. I'll show it to you here in a minute what it looks like. It just broke my skin a little bit. That was like crazy. That first block that I did, the first when I was off camera, every single block I made a mistake on. Every one. And I told myself, let's see if I can keep from making a mistake on this block. I probably shouldn't have spoke because I'm not even finished yet. And the mistakes were funny because I took, when I was making the half square triangle, I didn't put the right sides together. I don't know how the heck I did that. I'm already going to ramp it up. Putting the last strip on. Didn't pin anything, it wasn't necessary. I can't believe I pinned my finger. I have never done that. Right. Let's take a look at my finger. And you see that little piece right there, that little white? That's where the pin went through. And it stuck me to the fabric. I don't know how that happened. Let me iron this block and then we'll take a look at it. Okay, there's our block, all completed. So let me go ahead and get the other block because we got both of them done. Aren't they pretty? Well, give yourselves a pat on the back because those are gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Alrighty guys, that's it for the second day, first week, second day, and I'll see you on Monday for week 3, as they're calling it, day 3. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. You'd like to make a comment, go ahead, do that, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care everybody, bye-bye.